What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azriel's Gaming. So, Reality Games just came out with a new game, turn that down a little bit, um, called Timelines. And apparently, this is something like, I believe what I read was like there's some kind of virus affecting the world, and it looks like we might be going through different times and things like that. I'm not really sure. I didn't read like a whole bunch into this, but I've gone ahead and already set it up. So I've got English, female, interest is men, name, of course, is Azrael. And we're going to go ahead and start and open up the chat. All right, there we go. I swear I sat there like for like 5 minutes waiting for that to go through. So we have a new contact. This is Sam. See, we also have an email thing. So Mailfox says, "Hey Azrael, we just launched and you're one of the first. An early user, you've secured a unique address, Azrael at mailfox.de. It's yours forever. We're working hard to make Mailfox the best email service around. Thanks for being here. Enjoyed your Mailfox team." Okay, so obviously that's our email server. So let's go ahead and jump in here. We've got Sam. Okay, talks to plants. At least they listen. Learn too much today to sleep tonight. Let's see. So he's from Freiburg. He's a Pisces, nervous but optimistic, single. Okay, so he might be the love interest. It says what you need to know. Cedric is his lab partner. Sierra has been his best friend, and Jonathan just rolls his eyes. Unreachable without coffee. Those are characters from the sign. Very interesting. So we have interest, biology, plants, coffee addict, talks too much. Okay, so then we have the premium content. Of course, we probably will unlock that at some point because I usually try to make the premium choice options for everyone because I know not everybody can, get that. So, all right, it says, "Hey, I'm Sam. I can already think what you're thinking right now. Think what you were thinking." Wow. My English teacher would be so proud. Never mind, not important. You're probably thinking, who is this and why is he texting me? I mean, of course. Oh, let's do, I was going to say the settings there was blinking, so I was curious what it was. So let's go ahead and set that to fast, and then you can just, oh, I'm stuck. Story jumps to the next section. Interesting. Okay. So that's probably like if you have an issue with it. Okay, hey Sam, do we know each other? That's exactly what I'm thinking. No, I'm actually wondering how you got my number. Look, hey Sam, do we know each other? I mean, I feel like I know some of the people you talked about. No. I mean, yes. I mean, no. Okay, well, which is it, Sam? Okay, which is it? Glad we cleared that up. All good, but all good. Don't forget a brief look. Okay, which is it? Can I just start over? Sure, take two. Fine, go ahead. Yes, I mean no. I mean yes. Now you try again. Okay, I deserve that. Usually I have no problem messaging people, but I've typed out like 20 messages and deleted them all again. I need to tell you something. Sounds like a confession. Can I ask you something? Sam, you just did. Hi, don't panic, but that's certainly reassuring. A buddy told me just to be honest. I'm having some issues here, a little glitchy on my computer. I hope that wasn't totally stupid. Honesty is always good, except for, can you tell I've gained weight? Don't worry, I don't bite. Okay, maybe a little dumb, but at least direct. All right, shoot, what's up? Let's go with the first one. I wish she'd kind of just get to the point. Huh, exactly. No, babe, not at all. Survival strategy. Okay, but jokes aside, what I wanted to tell you is more complicated than relationship stuff. I don't even know where to start. Okay, listen. I'm in a group chat with a few people, and we figured something out. Well, actually, I did. Something about you. Dude, I don't even know you. No, wait. That came out completely wrong. Like I'm stalking you or something. I'm not, I swear. Okay, yeah, says the stalker. Okay, so we do have a premium chat option there. Okay, what do you mean you figured something out about me? Maybe you just got the wrong person. Okay, Google, how do I block stalkers? Okay, so we have the premium chat option. I'm going to unlock this and I'll bring you all back. Okay, everyone, I did unlock the premium chat options. And I gotta say, I'm really disappointed with how expensive it was. Um, I usually do the monthly ones if I'm not, given a free flat rate or something like that. Um, and the price is absolutely ridiculous. Um, I did purchase it, so hopefully it is a permanent thing and it is not just like a monthly based thing, because if it is at that price, it's absolutely horrendous, and I'm not happy about that at all. So I really hope we don't see any AI stuff in this newer game. Um, just from the price alone, because I it it's exorbitant. It's very large, and yeah, I can see why a lot of people would not be able to get that. But you know what? I'm doing the premium choice options, so you will be able to see them here if you cannot do it in your game. So let's go ahead and go, okay, Google, how do I block stalkers? Okay, Google, how do I explain things without sounding creepy? I'm really bad at this kind of thing. Relax, you're not even that creepy. You know what's creepy? The guys who open with, hey, cutie. It's okay, I'm still here. So what's this actually about? Look, you're not that creepy. I've talked to creepier, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, that's reassuring. Okay, listen, I'm really nervous right now. We've got this group chat, and there's a few people waiting there. And I'm supposed to be like, and I'm supposed to like convince you to drop in for a sec, but I don't know if I can pull this off. I can't explain this properly on my own. Not because I don't want to, you just wouldn't believe most of it. The others are better at this. Promise. Okay, I'm going to reread over this because I was muted uh, like a silly person. So, yeah, that's what I thought too once. Just listen to what the others have to say. Just 5 minutes. And if you still think we're crazy after that, you just leave. I'll delete your number and we'll just forget this whole thing. Promise. All right, 5 minutes. I don't know. This all sounds kind of weird. What if I say no? Look, all right, 5 minutes. That's all you get. Oh, wow, really? I had at least 10 more good points ready to go. Now I can toss them all. Okay, 1 sec. I will add you. Okay, so you've been added to the group 5 Angels. And Azrael. Yeah, huh? What else? How do you even know my name? That's part of what we won't want to explain. You'll understand soon enough. But what I was actually trying to say, don't worry about Jonathan. He's just, permanently grumpy and somehow thinks that's cool. Just don't take it personally. All good. I've got thick skin. Sounds like a real ray of sunshine. Oh, great. What have I gotten myself into? Hey, he's not that bad. Talk to you soon. Okay, so Clara, do you think Sam can pull this off? Oh, that says Sierra. Look like Clara from that. We've got Cedric. Oh, that's wild. Picture moves. Night shift calling. People need someone. Freiburg. Cancer. Tired, but here for you. Single. No time. Soul the group. Medical student, works in the ER. Takes care of everyone. Forgets herself in the process. Would do anything for her mom. Medicine, helping people, drinking tea, visiting mom on Sundays. So we got follow me, favorite song. Got some pictures here. Okay, so we've got Cedric, 8 months single and counting. Biology student, lab partner, 28, better still studying at 28 than already getting back pain at 30. Right, Yannick? Yannick. Dude, we know all of these names. Freiburg, Aries, hungry, as always. Single, no comment. A Sam's lab partner, chronically late with legendary excuses, chaotic but delivers in the lab when it counts. Interest, swimming, dumb jokes, pizza, Insta, my band. Got pictures here, Lou Kitty. It's cool looking. Okay, so we can check out Sam's now. Okay, so do you think Sam can pull this off? Of course he can handle it, but I've never seen him this jittery. Guys, this is Azriel. I told you, 5 minutes, that was all I could do. Five angels, what is this? Okay, and who are you all? So this is the mysterious group? That's one way to put it. Hey, Azriel. Okay, so we have Yannick. Dude, chill out. Freiburg, Sagittarius, chilled, happily singing. Oh, happily single. The most chill one says dude to everything back at school at 30. Everyone calls him grandpa, best cook in the group. Only one who stays calm is stressful in stressful situations. Making coffee, gaming with Jonathan, chilling, instant stuff, me on filmmakers. Okay. Okay, so hey Azrael, let me introduce Sierra, Jonathan, Cedric, and yours truly. Sam, you already know. Hi, hey, glad you're here. Hope we can actually trust her. Oh, we can do reactions. So we got a Jonathan. I'm gonna healthy attitude. Oh, so we could do that or make a choice. So IT temp at university, job hunting, trust no one except me, maybe. Freiburg, Scorpio, skeptical, complicated. Says what he thinks whether you want to hear it or not. Takes a while to trust someone, but then he's the most loyal of all. Awake at night, tired during the day, lives with Cedric and regrets it regularly. Hacking, gaming, staying up night, and sarcasm. Good, he can do all the mini games. Okay, tutorial bypassing firewalls. It says it's deleted. My Insta, my favorite song, my favorite show. Okay. Okay, so healthy attitude. Jonathan, please not now. Ignore Mazriel. He always needs a bit to warm up. I'm being cautious. That's something else. Sorry if this all comes off as a bit tense. We're waiting for Noah. He can explain everything better than us. But first, welcome. He's still a little confused, but hi everyone. Jonathan, shouldn't I be the suspicious one here? Hey guys, Sam really built up this suspense. Did I? I was just nervous. Very nervous. Build up this suspense. You could call it that. Dude, chill. Jonathan, seriously. Don't let him get to you, Azrael. He's like that with everyone at first. I mean, there's always one in the group. We run into that all the time. I warned you. It's fine. I'm not that sensitive. Jonathan and I are going to be best friends. I can feel it. At least he's honest. Like, we're going to be best friends, whether he wants to or not. Israel, I already like you. Same. You're all hilarious. Aw, grumpy cat. Come on, don't be like that. Fun fact, that's Jonathan when he's in a good mood. Probably thanks to our lovely roommate situation. Okay, Noah is now online and our phone just went crazy. Well, at least you're having fun. Noah. Wait, Noah's weird. Why did it just do that? I think Noah's also AI. It's complicated. Hope is all we have. The ruins of 2065. Unknown. Cautiously hopeful with Ina. Mysterious, serious, contacted you for a reason. You'll find out more when he's ready to tell you. Protecting Ina, the baby, staying alive. Okay, Christmas is canceled in 2065, apparently. Hmm. Okay, so definitely dystopian. Although, why is that the only building with grass on it? Finally, sorry it took so long. Hi, why are your messages flickering like that? So you're the mysterious Noah. Finally, now I'm actually curious. Like, why are your messages doing that? It happens every time Noah comes online. Don't ask, we'll explain later. Hey, Azrael. Sorry you had to wait. It wasn't planned like that. No, are you guys okay? Yes. I had to make sure we weren't spotted. We're looking for supplies. But we're safe. For now. Spotted, what's going on with you guys? Okay, I'm not following supplies. Where are you? Spotted, what's going on with you guys? Long story. But you'll understand in a sec. Thanks for being here, Azrael. What I'm about to tell you sounds like science fiction. But it's the truth. Okay, you guys have a real liking for drama, science fiction, getting wilder by the minute. Okay, I'm listening, but get to the point. Like, getting wilder by the minute. If you only knew. Azrael, what's coming next? The five of us have been friends for years. But since Noah showed up, yeah. None of us wanted to believe it at first. I straight up blocked Noah. Such a dumb move. Don't make the same mistake as Cedric. No matter how crazy it sounds. Please. Just stick with it till the end. Okay, I'm sane. I'm ready. Fire away. Not exactly reassuring, but okay. Sam said 5 minutes, not 50. Look. Okay, I'm staying. Okay. I'll just say it straight. Azrael, I'm writing to you from the future. From the year 2066. I was born on February 16th, 2031. From the future, sure thing. What? Okay, I'm done here. Bye. Like, what? I know how this sounds. But it's the truth. And it's worse than you think. Much worse. The world as you know it doesn't exist in my time anymore. Look. Okay. Video detected. Obviously AI. Unfortunately. Don't be confused by the decryption thing. Files from Noah always arrived encrypted like that. Azrael, they used to be Freiburg. Over 200,000 people used to live here. Now there's nobody left. Okay, nice try, but that screams AI. If this is a prank, it's next level. What the? That looks damn real. Like, nice try. It screams AI. 100%. AI? What is that? Oh my God. He lives in the amazing world of no AI. Artificial intelligence, Noah. Like Photoshop, only way more intense. I don't know what Photoshop is, but the video is real. Azrael, I know this is a lot, but please keep listening. In 2031, something happened. That's the year I was born. A virus wiped out almost all life. They called it NV1. It all happened so fast. Within weeks, everything was gone. I'll show you something, Azrael. An audio recording from 2031, shortly after the outbreak. Be warned, Azrael. It's intense. Listen to it. Okay, let's go ahead and listen. Or not.
It is January 12th, 2031. I honestly have no idea if anyone is out there to hear these words. The entire city has fallen to ruin. Everything we once knew has crumbled to nothing. The military forces have been wiped out, and the hospitals are all in flames. You know, it honestly feels like these things are just popping up everywhere. I am pregnant. 6 months along. I honestly don't know how I am going to manage this, but I know I have to. For this baby. For Noah. Oh shit, they are getting closer. I have to get out of here.
Okay, I need actual scared, not, oh shit, I have to get out of here. These AI voices, I swear, they're awful. I think you'd be a little more freaked out than that, especially because it sounds like you're being chased by zombies. Okay, Azrael, I don't know how else to prove it to you, but this is my reality. Okay, so there's the premium chat option. What was that scream at the end? Fuck, you guys are serious, aren't you? OMG, was that your mother, Noah? I mean, that's what I'm guessing. Yes. Shortly before I was born. She survived the outbreak. Gave birth to me alone. In an abandoned hospital. Alone, with no help. Yes, I came way too early. Lucky I survived. I never got to meet my father. He died before I was even born. My grandfather shot himself 2 weeks after the outbreak. He was infected. My mother did it all alone. Protected me for 7 years. Excuse me. Then she died too. Wait. I've got something. The last video she recorded of me, just before she died. Okay? Shit. You know what's insane? She survived the outbreak. Years in this hell. And then she died of blood poisoning. From a cut. Something that would have been fixed with a few pills back in the day. Okay, so we have something that says info. Then we have, I don't know what to say, this is so unfair. Then fuck, are there no medications where you are anymore? Is that like a premium chat option? You'll have to let me know in the comments down below if that is. Theoretically, yeah, except antibiotics are nearly useless after 35 years. You need a whole pack for what used to be one pill. No, I'm so sorry about all of this. It's okay. Thanks. Azrael, check out what we found in an old printing house. Okay, so this is an image. It says, a virus is spreading. Government declares state of emergency. Thousands dead within 48 hours. Hospitals completely overwhelmed. Military unable to stop the spread. It says, Federal Health Minister Weber appeals to the population. Stay at home and avoid contact. Every infection could be fatal. Nobody can get out of the city. From December 14th, 2030, one day after the virus broke out, the papers were printed but never delivered. The virus was faster. Okay, we got another premium chat option. So, but if the virus is that deadly, how did you survive? Oh God, how many people survived? Okay, but how can you write to us if everything's destroyed? Good question, me. Wait, let me show you something. This was published shortly before the outbreak. Okay, it's like another article. Okay, so it says Future T today, incredible invention sending messages into the past with the Einstein telegraph. Physics professor Hector Barster excites scientists worldwide. A groundbreaking breakthrough is quantum physics. Professor Barster's team has presented the first working prototype of an Einstein telegraph. This technology uses entangled particles and to theoretically transmit information faster than light and thereby overcome the barrier of time. Initial tests indicate the possibility of limited communication with the earliest moments in the past, sparking a heated global debate about ethics and consequences. We are on the threshold of a new era, said Professor Barster in an exclusive interview by Rebecca Bauman. Rebecca Bauman, she was a journalist in one of the games. Was it The Healing? The Einstein telegraph. That's what the device is called. A prototype. I found it in the ruins of a research lab. Okay, that's unbelievable. How does it work? Wait, someone actually built that? Sorry, but you were right. This really does sound like science fiction. Like, wait, somebody built that? Yeah, a scientist from before the outbreak. Faster than light speeds, quantum entanglement. It sounds crazy. But it works. The interesting thing is there were theories about this even before your time. There were several approaches. Theories. Experiments. Look. It says back to the past with an Einstein telegraph. Oh my gosh, that's a lot to read and is really super small. Oh good, we can zoom in. I'm not going to read all of this. Information sent back may already be part of what we call history. Messages can travel into the past and the past is not fixed. It's only waiting for the signal. Yeah, that's a lot to read. I don't understand a single word that's written in there. Wait, this already existed in 2001? And why didn't anybody follow up on it back then? So that's that one. They did. But it took decades for someone to actually build it. Professor Barster was the first. You know Azrael. When Sam answered for the first time, I couldn't believe it. Real people. Writing with me. In my world, there are barely any people left. The friends I had are all gone. For 35 years now, this has been my life. I was born into it. Don't know anything else. But I have Ina. She's all I've got. Her and our baby. Ina's 8 months pregnant. Soon we'll be 3. And I don't even know if I can protect our child. That's exactly why I need you. Okay, sorry I'm speechless right now, but how are we supposed to help you from here? And what does all this have to do with this group? Look, how are we supposed to help you from here? Not to mention we're in a different time period. By preventing it from happening. He does realize if we prevent this from happening, his life's going to be a whole lot different. He might not even have Ina and their baby. These 5 here, Azrael, Sam, Cedric, Ciara, Jonathan, and Yannick, in my timeline, they started researching together in 2029. I know this time stuff is confusing, but for me, this has already happened. In my past, they worked together on a broad spectrum antidote, an antidote that works against almost any virus. They had no idea how important this would become. This is also surreal. I'm in my 3rd semester right now. And supposedly I'll develop an antidote to a pandemic in a few years. You all develop the formula together as a team. Wait, how do you know what happens in 2029? So you're saying the group is supposed to save the world. If the formula was finished, why didn't it help? That's exactly the problem. It couldn't be tested anymore. The formula was ready. It could have saved millions. But then something happened. On December 12th, 2030, Sam disappeared without a trace. The formula was stolen on the same day. So we protect Sam. Wait, I made something for this, so it all makes more sense. Okay. Okay, Noah in 40 years. Virus outbreak in 5 years. Sam disappears shortly before the outbreak. Research begins in 3 years. And now Team 8, 5 angels. Hope arises from the darkness. This is the timeline as I know it. Okay, but who steals a formula like that? But there must have been a copy, a backup, something, right? How do you know Sam didn't take the formula? Sorry, I'm not quite following. Like, how do you know Sam didn't take it? Just saying. The safe logs every access. Sam put the formula in and changed the password. After that, the safe was broken into. The formula was gone. So Sam's gone, formula's gone, humanity's screwed. This is so messed up. Who does something like this? That's exactly what we need to find out. And now comes the important part. The part that concerns you, Azrael. I found something. You won't believe it. If it's a hacking minigame, I swear, that's the only reason that you brought me here for. It says hope. Oh, okay. Look at this. What is that? Is that Sam in the photo? Is that the formula that got stolen? Like, is that Sam? I mean, kind of looks like him. Yes, that's Sam. That's part of the formula for the antidote. The antidote that could have prevented all of this. 152 pages. This page is the only thing left, but on its own, it's useless. Azrael, Hope, that's my handwriting. I must have attached the photo to it. And where are the rest of the pages? Okay, but why would you attach a photo of yourself to the formula? Can we get to the part that's about me? Like, why would you attach a photo of yourself to the formula? Just curious. I wonder that too. There must have been a reason. But Azrael, that wasn't everything. On the back of the Polaroid, something else was written. A name? What, my phone number? Your name, Azrael. Your date of birth. And a message. She's our salvation. Trust her. I do. Dated December 12th, 2030. So I wrote this. Before I disappeared. But I don't know why. I don't even know you. Not yet. But that's why you're here, Azrael. That's why we searched for you. You were important enough that Sam wrote your name down. But even before everything happened, or before everything happened. Okay, now it's really getting weird. This makes no sense. I've got zero connection to research. Wait, how did you even get my number? I mean, they had my name and date of birth. They probably searched it. I've got no connection to the research, so why am I involved in this? This doesn't have to make sense. It kind of does. Not yet. But Sam wrote your name down for an important reason. Maybe it's not about research. Maybe it's about something else. What I do know for sure is in my timeline, you'll meet Sam within the next 5 years. Our paths would have crossed eventually. You just need me for hacking minigames. That much was clear. Noah just made it happen now instead of later. The question is, when and where would you two have met without me stepping in? And why were you so important? I'd love to know that myself. Any clue at all? 5 years is a long time, maybe coincidence. Sorry, the part about Sam and me, I don't quite catch that. Look, I'd love to know myself. Any clue at all? Not much, unfortunately. Just the photo. And what was written on the back. That's all we have. Azrael, I'd love to show you everything. The back with Sam's note about you, I wanted to take a photo, but Noah? I wasn't alone when I found the photo. Ina was there. And Ron. Ron? Ron Weasley. Ron was a survivor. Ina and I found him half-starved. We shared our food with him. After that, he stayed with us. He became a real friend to me. In this world, that's rare. Sounds like a good guy. He was. I just found the page and taken a photo. Then we heard noises. I have to explain something to you, Azrael. The virus didn't just kill people. It also changed some of them. We call them creatures. There are different kinds. One kind we call howlers. And that's exactly what found us that day. Ron knew what happens when this creature starts. Its howl calls other infected ones. Dozens, sometimes hundreds. Ron tried to stop it. Before he could let that sound out, like a wolf, only it freezes your blood. He wanted to protect Ina and me. The howling. We had to run. Okay, so that sounds like the Screamers in Back for Blood. Because in Back for Blood, there were different types of zombies. Buck and Ron, the page, did you manage to take it? That must have been horrible. It was. Still is. The page. I dropped it. Ron, he tried to cover for us. And that's when he... Shit. Noah, why didn't you ever tell us? Because it still hurts. Oh, okay, so you only react in some instances. Give him a little hug. It's kind of neat. Noah, I'm so sorry. You don't have to carry this alone. It's all right, Sierra. Ina and I got out. Barely. All I have left is this one photo of the front. But Ina and I memorized the name and the date of birth. We kept repeating it to each other during the whole escape, so we wouldn't forget. Just like I won't forget Ron. Hi, Ron. You AI generated person. That's him. Okay, we got another premium chat option. So that's brutal. He sacrificed himself for you. So you guys live in constant danger. Fuck, I'm so sorry. These howlers, what the hell are these monsters? This will be a neat one. Thanks, Azrael. About the howlers, words aren't enough. See for yourself. Ew, it's gonna be creepy. I don't like things with mouths. I don't like elongated mouths. That's creepy. And that's what they sound. Didn't they say it sounded like a wolf? It doesn't sound like a wolf howl. I thought that's what they said. He said it. Yeah, the howling. Yeah, before he could let that sound out like a wolf, only it freezes your blood. That doesn't sound like a wolf. Okay, what the? How much time do you have after infection before you turn like that? And you fight stuff like that every day? Like, yeah, how long is the infection? Is it quick? It varies. Some takes weeks, others just days. Probably depends on the immune system. Exactly. Anyway, what's really dangerous about the howlers is they have this ability. Okay, it's an audio. Okay, that doesn't sound anything like the goober in the jail cell. Okay, so that's why they're called howlers. And what happens when they start howling like that? That's pretty loud. How far away was that thing? Like, so that's why they're called howlers. Which, like I said, I get it. It's like screamers. Exactly. That scream calls other creatures. Everyone in the area. If you hear a howler, you've got maybe 30 seconds. Then they come. From everywhere. Ron knew that. He wanted to take down the howler before it could call the others. He gave his life for it. Just acted. For us. For Ina and the baby. We'll never get to meet him. But Ron wouldn't have died for nothing. If we can pull this off, Azrael, somewhere in the future, you would have met Sam. Something would have happened. Something important. Ooh, maybe I took the stuff. Important enough that Sam wrote your name down before he disappeared. But then again, Sam did say that we could be trusted, so. Okay, but why me of all people? This still doesn't make sense. Sorry, I'm completely overwhelmed right now. Look, but why me of all people? We don't know. Not yet. But we have a few years to figure out what happened and how we can stop it. Sorry you're getting dragged into this, but you're our only lead. Azrael, say something. Please. We can't do this without you. Are you in? Phew, guys, I don't know. Well, let's go. Well, I don't know. Wait. Let's do this democratically. Azrael, if the majority says you should stay, then you have to help us save the world. Those are the rules. That's not how that works, because then you're deciding for me. I just made them up. That's not how democracy works. Yes, it is. Group Constitution 42A Time Travel Clause. And Apocalypse votes majority rules. You're such an idiot. All right. Azrael stays. Azrael stays and saves the world with us. Yes, Sam, Sierra, Cedric. Well, we know who's going to vote no. Yannick. Jonathan. Can I vote? They don't let me vote. Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, Jonathan. 4-1 in my favor. That's democracy. Well, at least Jonathan's honest. Just a joke. Okay. Usually it takes a couple episodes before they start apologizing. Fixed it. Funny, right? Ha ha, hilarious. Kinda, yeah. That's a grain of truth. There's a grain of truth in every joke. Okay, Confucius. Not funny, Jonathan. It was. Done. Unanimous. Unanimous. Ezreal, you're now legally obligated. No turning back. Wait, why didn't I get a vote? Great, nailed by 42A. I feel kind of ambushed. Wait, why didn't I get a vote? A 42B. Those affected are excluded from the vote. Wow, you're getting more creative by the minute. That's the beauty of writing your own constitution. You need professional help. Welcome to the team, Azrael. This is such a relief. Finally, we're complete. Glad you're with us. Well, I didn't really have a choice. Okay, let's save the world then. Let's see if I can actually help you. Look, okay, let's save the world then. I'm the only hope. I'm like Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's the attitude we need. Oh, what were you going to say there, Jonathan? I'm also happy you're on board. Wait, was Jonathan just nice? Okay, premium chat option. Come on, guys, at some point, it's enough. I'll mark that in my calendar. Wait, let me take a quick screenshot. Wait, there we go. I'm framing that and hanging it over my bed. Historic moment. Enough now, or he'll get grumpy again. Just kidding, Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan, we love you. Sort of. I started drawing. Is he going to draw a finger? Mm-hmm. That's very rude, Jonathan. What is that supposed to be? A middle finger, obviously. Picasso would be proud or horrified, hard to tell. Any art teacher would have sent you to the corner for that. Jonathan, please never paint again. I'm begging you. Look, any art teacher would have sent you to the corner for that. Dude, that's clearly a giraffe with neck issues. I hate you all. Wait. Oh, God. Oh, God, that's horrifying. The giraffe waves passive aggressively adorable. Dude, Azrael probably thinks we're all insane. Noah's fighting to survive here, and we're cracking jokes. I mean, yeah, you guys are a little insane. Wait, let me explain real quick. Let me just call you real quick. It's easier. Let's see if that works. The reception in this place is absolutely terrible. Okay.
Hey, so listen, I'll explain it to you real quick. Please don't think that we're not taking all of this seriously, okay? Just because we're sending around these really shitty pictures, it doesn't mean we don't know what kind of mess is going on here. I can still remember really well when Noah first told us what was happening. And man, were we screwed. None of us could sleep properly anymore. I stopped going to university. Chiara just wouldn't stop crying. hey, it was a really shitty time, you know? Um, but then Noah told us something, something that really made us think. He said, if you ever lose your laughter, then you have already lost everything. Um, because humor is the only thing that really remains when everything else falls apart. And, um, yeah, like laugh and don't mess up, you know? Um, and that's why, hey, that's why we paint the silliest pictures. That's why we have the humor of 5-year-olds and paint pictures like 5-year-olds. Or make the shittiest jokes and tease each other. Hey. But we don't do that mainly because we really don't know exactly what's going on here or what the situation truly is. But we do it because at the end of the day, it's the only thing that actually helps us, the only thing that makes a real difference. Do you understand? It's the only thing that helps. And yeah, I just wanted you to know that, and that you don't think the wrong thing about us. Yeah. Um so let's just paint a few more cool pictures and yeah, sure.
Yeah, you say way too many ums, and I'm pretty sure that was AI because, like, he was hardly pausing between some of his sentences. Okay, so nice. I've known you for 10 minutes and I'm already emotional. Okay, got it. Humor is how you guys cope. Feel free to show that side of you more often. Look, I'm down for the humor. Don't write stuff like that. I have a reputation to protect. Oh, hold on a sec. Oh my God. Everything okay? What's going on, Noah? We just stumbled onto an old supermarket. Looks relatively intact. But all the food's probably molded, just so you know. Discount market open Monday through Saturday. I mean, doesn't really look that intact. It's obviously been rummaged through. Maybe there's still something inside. Cross your fingers for us. Oh God, yes. We urgently need something to eat. Ina's not doing well. The baby needs nutrients. Baby needs nutrients? Who talks like that? I would say vitamins, but how long since you last found something? 3 days. A few old canned goods. But they were nearly empty. Fuck. I'm so worried about both of you. I know. But I have to go now. Ina's waiting. Be careful. Fingers crossed for you. Hope there's something in there. Good luck, you two. Let us know when you find something. Take care. Look, take care. Will do. Promise. And Azrael, thanks for listening. Okay, Noah's offline. Okay, guys. Let's all take a breather until Noah's back. Good idea. I've got to head to my shift anyway. Yeah. That was a lot just now. For all of us. Especially for Azrael. And that wasn't a job, just an observation. Or that wasn't a jab, just an observation. Hey, Azrael. You said Sam built up the suspense. That was nothing. Just wait a few days. Oh, and about that best friends thing, don't get your hopes up. But you're okay for now. Azrael, you probably got 1,000 more questions. I'll message you privately again. If it gets too much, just say the word. Cute. Shut up, Jonathan. Azrael, I'll message you in a sec, okay? Sounds good. Thanks, Sam. Yes, please. I still have like a million questions. I'm curious. Look, sounds good, Sam. Thanks. All right then. See you later, Azrael. Ciao. See you. Yeah, see you later. You always rolling your eyes for it, dick. Okay, Sierra, Cedric, and Yannick are now offline. Sam says, okay, deep breaths first. You doing okay after all that? Well, just found out the world's ending, so, so. Definitely need a moment to process. Still here. There's something right. Or that's something right. Like, definitely need a moment to process. Zombie apocalypse is going to happen. Take your time. Seriously, it's a lot at once. Sorry we kind of threw you into the deep end, but we had no other choice. This is about more than just us. It's about everyone we love. Our lives, our families, just everything. That's why I'm so glad you're still here. But hey, I actually wanted to properly introduce myself without all the chaos around us. So I'm Samuel, but only my grandma calls me that. 21, studying biology in Freiburg, 3rd semester. Coffee addiction, level 10. Oh, and I sometimes talk to my plants, but shh. Isn't that literally in your profile? And do they answer? Level 10, respect, how many cups a day? So besides plants and coffee, what else do you do? Hey, those are two solid hobbies right there. But yeah, I like to read, and I love puzzles. Escape room, puzzles, anything where you have to think sideways. Oh, I love escape rooms. Escape rooms, I'm in. I'm more the type who gives up after 5 minutes. Could come in handy. Look, escape rooms, I am in. Yes, please. Just not the headspace for it right now. You can imagine. Since the Noah thing. Yeah. You know what's crazy? As a biologist, I really shouldn't believe in time travel. What does that have to do with biology? But when you see it with your own eyes, I can't explain it logically, but it's all real. At first, I thought you guys were nuts, but now I'm afraid common sense isn't going to help us. Does anyone else know about this, like outside the group? No, just us. And it has to stay that way. I really have to be careful not to let something slip. I printed out the Polaroid and pulled it out in a lecture the other day. I kept staring at it because I just can't wrap my head around it. Why is your name on the Polaroid? About a formula that could save the world. When I say it like that, I realize again how insane it all sounds. Okay, Sam, you wrote my name on it. How insane is that for me? I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. Have you ever wondered where we would have met? Let's go with that one. Honestly, I've looked everywhere already. Mutual friends, same school, whatever. But there's nothing. So much for I'm not a stalker. It makes it even crazier that my name's on the photo. Nah, nothing clicks for me either. Look, so much for I'm not a stalker. Okay, I deserve that. But in my defense, I was looking for answers, not for you. So I've looked for you, but not like that. Okay, changing subjects before I dig myself in deeper. I just didn't find anything. But maybe we'll still figure it out. But honestly, you know what gets me the most about all this? The pressure on your shoulders that at some point you'll just disappear, not knowing if there'll ever be something between us would have been, oh, you know what I mean. What? Um, you know what? Let's say that one for fun. Haha. Honestly, I don't open up to people easily. Like, really open up. I've only had one relationship so far. Lasted a year. Since then, I've been more careful. But when I do open up to someone, it's all in. Sounds cheesy, but I believe there's the one out there. The one meant for me. That's sweet. I like that you believe in that. I'd better not say anything to that. Maybe you're finding her right now. We might as well flirt it up. Oh. Who knows what the future brings? Or will bring. Ugh, I give up. But seriously, what I actually meant, December 12th, 2030. What happens on that day? And why did I write your name down beforehand? Honestly, at first I was afraid of you. Afraid of me? Why? I can get that with all this madness. Sam, the future isn't fixed. That means we can prevent it. Why didn't Noah just message me if you were afraid? I mean, I can get that with all this madness. Yeah. But it's more than that. I'm genuinely someone who doesn't trust easily. Been let down too many times. But with you? No idea. It's just different somehow. I don't know what to say, but thank you. True, it's kind of weird, isn't it? For someone who doesn't trust easily, this is moving pretty fast. You don't really know me yet, Sam. I don't know what to say, but thank you. I mean it. And I think I know why, too. That sentence, trust her, I do. I don't write stuff like that just casually. No idea what you did, but you have to be something special. I mean, I am. Okay, so we got a premium chat option. Honestly, I feel pretty normal. Well, what can I say? I'd love to know what amazing thing I supposedly did. Look, finally someone notices. I see. Queen of the Modesty Club. That's me. But the not losing your humor part, you've already got down. Otherwise, you'd go crazy. Speaking of humor, Noah made a joke yesterday. Made it up himself. I swear we were all speechless. He goes, how do you call a female howler? And we're like, no idea. Him, a banshee. Or what do you call a female howler? I was like, wait a minute, how? What do you call a female howler? Silence, and then I had to laugh. Not because it was funny, but because Noah actually made a joke. Okay, that was so bad it was good. That actually makes him kind of endearing. Respect making jokes in this situation. Like, that makes him kind of endearing. Yeah, I think so too. He's actually sweet once you know him. Speaking of nice people, if Jonathan ever messages you, given how enthusiastic he was about me, probably not. Should I brace myself? The one with the grumpy cat face? Look, he wasn't very enthusiastic. He's probably not going to. Don't say that. You're misjudging him. He doesn't mean it the way it comes across. Jonathan is difficult, but mostly okay. Cedric says he's a softie on the inside. Deep, deep, deep on the inside. His parents split up when he was 14. Since then, he's been walled off. But when he heard about you, like about the photo in your name, he got straight into it. He said with a name and birth date, he can find almost anyone. Somehow figured out your number. He did have a thing about hacking. Hack some carrier or something. Zero clue about that stuff. But he knows way too much. But enough about Jonathan. Any other questions? So what's next? Do we have a plan? Good question. Not really. We're all still at the start of our studies. So let's do what we can. None of us really knows anything about viruses or genetics. So we're learning as much as fast as we can and trying to figure out why you're important and why I disappear, or why I will disappear. We still have time. It's 2026, not 2030. But we'll figure it out. Step by step. Man, I hope this game doesn't take 4 years to do. Step by step sounds good. And what's my part? I just don't want to mess anything up. Look, step by step sounds good. Exactly. It'll be okay. We'll pull this off. Oh, before I forget, do you actually live near Freiburg? Maybe we've actually crossed paths before, without knowing why. No, pretty far away, actually. Not right next door, but not too far either. Yeah, actually. Oh, no, too far away, actually. Pretty far away. Okay. Then the whole random encounter thing is off the table. Well, that's what phones are for. Shit. Lost track of time completely. Have to be at the doctor in 20 minutes. Oh, everything okay? No stress, we'll talk later. Well, hurry then. Is everything okay? Yeah, nothing bad. Oh, Sierra's online. I have a chronic thing, have to get blood work done regularly. Annoying, but harmless. I'll tell you another time. Oh, wait. Sierra's asking if I'm texting you. She'd love to meet you, too. Sure, bring her on. Is there a waiting list here? Shame, you've got to go look. Is there a waiting list? Haha, yeah, you're in high demand. But Sierra's really sweet. Almost too nice. I thought she had to work. And Azrael? Really glad we got to know each other. Even if the circumstances are completely insane. Talk to you later. Okay, bye for now. Off you go then, Mr. Biologist. Have fun at the doctor's. Thanks. Gonna be great. Okay, so Sierra messaged us. Hey. Sam said it'd be okay if I messaged you for a bit. Sitting in the bus on my way to my shift. Okay, makes sense. Still have exactly... Hold on. Okay, St. Maria's Hospital. She's got 12 minutes. If you're ever in Freiburg, you know where to find me. I work in the emergency department. Figured I'd check in real quick. You can imagine we're excited to meet you. Okay, hey Sierra, ER, crazy respect. Oh great, now the new girl's under observation. Hope I live up to your expectations. We'll just say hi, Sierra. That was a lot earlier, right? With Noah and everything? I'm somewhere between fascinated and overwhelmed. If someone had told me this yesterday, I would not have believed it. Part of me is still waiting for someone to say, gotcha, it's all fake. I'm okay, I'm tougher than that. Look, if somebody told me this yesterday, I would not have believed it. Yeah, definitely. Sounds completely crazy at first. Sam said, by the way, that you're doing really well with all this. For someone who's just now hearing all of it. Want me to tell you how much Noah convinced me? Or want me to tell you how Noah convinced me? It's a good story. Tell me, so Sam talks about me? Maybe later I need to let this sink in. So Sam talks about me. You'll have to ask him yourself. But he said you're completely different from what he expected. In a good way. But back to the Noah thing. Maybe I don't want to talk about Noah. Night shift, 3 a.m. ER was full. I was completely wrecked. And suddenly a stranger messages me saying he's from the future. Me, what kind of weirdo is this? Sam had written to the group a day earlier that something crazy happened to him, and that he absolutely had to tell us about it. I didn't know yet he was talking about Noah. Anyway, at first I thought it was some Tinder weirdo or something. The same with Sam, but you don't want to ask. How did he even find you? 3 in the morning isn't exactly the best time for that either. Yeah, perfect timing, right? And you don't usually react with, oh, cool, time travel. But then he sent me something from some supposed future web archive. It says historic department store at Freiburg Market Square burns to the ground. Fire on early Saturday evening. Cause still unknown. Saturday 6:23 p.m. On the early Saturday evening, the vacant department store at Freiburg's Market Square burned to the ground. The fire department was deployed in large numbers. According to the initial reports, no persons were injured. The cause of the fire remains unclear. The area around the Market Square was cordoned off off over a wide perimeter. Wait, he sent you this before the fire? Freiburg nerds, that looks real. You can fake stuff like that. Look, he sent this to you before the fire? Exactly. Me. Yeah, sure. And I'm Superwoman. Next day, I was at home. Sirens. The department store burned down exactly like he said. On the exact day. And then what did you do? I would have thought he set the place on fire himself, and that was enough to convince you? No, I was nowhere near convinced. More like scared. I went back through every message. But it gets better. That evening, I was in bed, and he messages me again. Tomorrow at 9:12, Sam will send you a voice message. He's going to tell you he embarrassed himself in his lecture because he gave the wrong answer in front of the whole class. That's when I really got scared. What if this is some creep watching me? So the next morning, I went to the police. I was on my way there. 9:12. My phone buzzed. Voice message from Sam. He told me exactly that, word for word. The embarrassing lecture thing, everything. That's when I dropped the whole going to the police idea. There was no way he could have known. Okay, that's wild. Wow, that would have convinced me too. Wait, how could he have known that? Something with old server data from his time. Honestly, I only got half of it. How is that stuff still working? Because the whole world's, dilapidated and decrepit, but yet technology's still working that he can look things like that up. I don't know. That seems kind of weird. Honestly, I only got half of it. He'll definitely explain it to you. From that point, I knew there was this was no crackpot. This is real. Oh God, I just wanted to ask quickly how you're doing. And now I'm talking your ear off. Sorry. Okay, premium chat option. Ramble on. I like it. You're exactly like Sam described you. I'm still waiting for my turn to talk. Okay, your turn. How do you find the others so far? First impressions. You seem like a cool group. You're definitely not boring. That much is clear. You seem the most normal so far. No idea it all went kind of fast. I mean, you seem like a cool group. Yeah, we are too. Most of the time, anyway. Oh no, I can already see the hospital. It feels kind of weird every time I see it. It makes me think of my mom. Does she work there too? Why is that? Something going on with your mom? My mom has Alzheimer's. She was diagnosed when I was 16. Dang, she got young Alzheimer's. I was constantly at the hospital with her back then. sitting alone in the waiting area, not understanding anything. The doctors talked, but not to me. I was just air to them. And then this one nurse came. She just sat down next to me and asked if I was okay. Explained everything to me, didn't treat me like a dumb kid. She didn't know me, had 1,000 other things to do. But she took the time. That's what I wanted to become for others. She's the reason I work here. Crazy how one little moment changes everything. Can you even think straight at work right now? Bet the patients love you. Look, crazy how one little moment changes everything. True. That nurse probably has no idea what she set in motion. Anyway, Mom needs full-time care now. But she's now in a special care home near Karlsruhe. I go visit her every Sunday, usually right after the night shift. 2 hours there, 2 back. By train, 2 changes. The home is good, but, well, not cheap. But it's worth it. Even if sometimes she doesn't recognize me. I do understand that I've had family members who have had Alzheimer's. It's very rough disease. Respect for sticking with it. Of course, she's your mom. I'm sorry, Sarah. Of course, she's your mom. That's exactly how I see it. Alzheimer's is cruel. Some days are good. Those days she laughs and tells stories about the old days. And other days, I'm just the nice young lady. But we still have time together. That counts. Okay, I really have to stop now. But Azrael, if you ever want to talk about anything, I'm here, okay? Even if it's not about Noah or the future. Sometimes you just need someone to listen. Thanks, that's sweet, thanks. It goes both ways, okay? Careful, I'll hold you to that. Look, that's sweet, thank you. Very gladly. Okay, Noah's now online. Oh, wait, Noah's online. I still got a few minutes to walk to the hospital. Gotta know if the 2 of them found anything. Okay, so we're back in Angels. Guys. Noah, finally. Check this out. Okay, it's a video.
Wow.
That actually looked real. And I definitely wouldn't be eating that stuff because that stuff's old. Holy shit. Dude. This is... wow. Oh my god, Noah. Amazing, I'm so happy for you, yes. Sorry, but isn't that stuff rotten after 40 years? Yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Can you email? Most of it, yeah. But cans last forever if they are not damaged. No rust, then it's fine. That's not true. They have dates on them too. Ina checks everything 3 times because of the baby. Seriously. This is more than we hoped for. We'd almost given up. But Ina wouldn't stop searching. Not bad. Not bad. Jonathan, this is huge. What? It is not bad. Canned food. So much canned food. Beans, corn, tuna, all of it. Please tell me there's ravioli in there. An apocalypse without ravioli isn't worth it. I don't know. I mean, ravioli's good. I prefer fresh. Ah, connoisseur. If we find any, they're reserved for you. Cedric, please. That's why I love you guys. Noah, how long do you think it'll last? Depends how well we ration it. Weeks, maybe even months. I just had a thought. What if somebody in this group is actually Noah's dad? Because he never met his dad. And I mean, it would kind of fit. But before we go on with that, I'm going to go ahead and check out the email. It's your daily horoscope is waiting, Azriel. Hey, Azriel, over 3.2 million readers trust us every day. Your personal daily horoscope has been created based on current planetary alignments and certified by our astrologers. Find out what the stars are saying about you. 12 zodiac signs, 5 categories free. View horoscope. Okay, so what do the stars say about you, Azriel? Choose your zodiac. Okay, well, I'm an Aquarius. Let's go ahead and look. Okay, Aquarius, I'm going to have no luck, no love, little energy, and tons of caution. I mean, that sounds realistic. Okay, love and relationships. You're developing feelings for someone, but be honest. Would this person do the same for you? Sometimes we confuse excitement with connection. Ask yourself if you're really meant or just convenient right now. Career and projects. You're putting a lot of energy into something that isn't yours. Other people's problems aren't your problems. Whoever meddles in things that don't concern them ends up losing more than they gain. Your body has been telling you for days that you need a break. You're ignoring it. Not every fight is yours. Sometimes the bravest step is to simply stop. Luck and change. Lucky day. None this week. Fun fact. Tapping a group profile picture 5 times is said to bring luck. Just try it. Don't expect too much. Luck avoids people who try to force it. Warning of the day. Trust no one who asks for your help. Usually they just need a victim. Some messages shouldn't be answered. You'll do it anyway. Sometimes running away is the smartest decision. That's wild. Made for Azrael. The stars never lie. Your greatest strength today, stay still. Interesting. Okay, so Noah, how long do you think it'll last? Depends how well we ration it. Weeks, maybe even months. Bon appetit from the past. Crazy that nobody looted the shed. So what now? You staying there for a bit? Yeah, like that's crazy. Nobody has looted that yet. Yeah, we'd have expected anything but this. Skulls normally smell something like this from 10 miles away. Just enjoy it. You've earned it. Oh, which ones are skulls? Now I need to know. 35-year aged beans. Probably don't have that in the supermarket. I don't think you can eat 35-year-old canned beans. Gross. Dude, this stuff has a shelf life. I don't care what you say. So basically vintage beans. Crazy those cans are older than you are. That spider looks like it's got squatters' rights. That's premium chat option. I hate spiders. Give her a name. I say Gertrude. Gertrude, guardian of the beans. Or anyone's got something better. Gertrude fits her royal creepiness. Mrs. Webb from downstairs. Chief Web Inspector Imgard. Her royal creepiness. No, you're living with royalty now. You're all insane. But I like it. I don't. I'm gonna give him a heart. See, Jonathan, you can be liked. You know what the craziest part was? When Ina saw the shelves, she cried. With happiness. And right at that moment, the baby kicked. Like it understood. Aw. Ina and I can't wait for it to finally be here. A premium chat option. Do you actually have a name for the baby yet? You two are going to be great parents. How did you two actually find each other in an apocalypse? That's a story I'll never forget. It was 3 years ago. I was traveling alone like always, looking for supplies in an abandoned hospital. I heard noises from one of the rooms. At first I thought it was a creature. Drew my knife and pushed the door open. And there she was. Curled up in the corner. Broken ankle, couldn't walk anymore. She stared at me with those beautiful eyes. Full of fear, but also defiance. Like, make it quick if you're going to kill me. Oh, God. She'd been there for 4 days. 4 days alone? She must have been so scared. What were you thinking in that moment? And her first thought was that you'd kill her? I mean, she must have been scared. Oh, yeah. 4 days without food, barely any water. Broken ankle, couldn't walk. I could have walked. I could have walked on. Would have been the smart thing. With an injured person, you've got no chance out there. But I couldn't. Something in her eyes. I splintered her ankle as best I could. Got her under my back. 3 floors down, though, rubble and darkness. A hallway down, we heard creatures right below us. I put Ian in a closet and said, not a sound, no matter what. Then I went out and lured them away. Ran like I'd never run before in my life. Thought that was it. This is my end. You risk your life for a stranger. At least I know it turned out okay. Did you know the difference between brave and reckless? Like, you risked your life for a stranger. Anyone would have. Okay, no. Not anyone would have. But I made it. Went back to Ina. She cried when she saw me. You know what she said? You came back. Like that was the most incredible thing that had ever happened to her. In this world, nobody comes back. But I came back. And we've been together ever since. Took her 6 weeks before she could walk again. 6 weeks I took care of her. At some point we stopped being strangers. And now we're having a baby. Who would have thought? It's a really beautiful story. Thanks for sharing. You came back. That actually got me. Your baby's going to have the greatest love story ever. Look, that's a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing. Sometimes in this world, you forget there are still beautiful things. I'm so happy for you too. Same. But Noah, make sure the entrances are properly barricaded. Just let Noah celebrate first. Thanks, Sierra. If no skulls find us now, we're safe. At least for a while. Keep us updated, okay? Fingers crossed you stay undetected. Skulls? You know I gotta ask. Oh, right. I haven't explained that to you yet. Skulls are ruthless survivors. Ah, okay. But not the good kind. They've lost all humanity. They plunder, kill, take whatever they want. So they're still humans. Whether you're a woman, a child, or an old man. They don't give a shit. Ina thinks they're worse than the creatures. Because at least the creatures don't enjoy it. Anyway. Since we've been looking for a new place. Or since then we've been looking for a new place. That's messed up. Because of those pricks, you had to give up your home. Wait, you had a home? The skulls drove you out of there? Unbelievable. Humans can be really the worst monsters sometimes. Like, the skulls drove you out of there? Yeah. And we had it so good there. On the edge of town in an old apartment block. An old apartment, properly furnished. Solar panels on the roof. We could cook. We even had a system for collecting rainwater. Nice. Took months to settle up, but skulls besieged the place. Since then, we've been looking for a new place. Dude, the world out there sounds rough. Skulls, howlers, runners, mimics. Are there any mutants that just want to hug? So huggers or squeezers? Asking for a friend. Memories don't sound good. What are those? Guess I'm a friend. Do those exist? How many different kinds of those things are there? Like mimics, those don't sound good. The question isn't what they are, but how long it takes you to notice. Oh, so they pretend to be like humans then. Let me explain real quick, Azrael. Wait, Noah. I'm heading off. I don't need that a second time. Short version, everything wants to eat you. Done. Yeah, Mom. I'll do the laundry today, promise. Oops, that wasn't for you guys. Fun fact, he's been saying that since Sunday. Today is Sunday. Last Sunday. You're really the worst roommate. Your laundry basket is worse. Guys, I'm out too. I've got an appointment coming up. I'll check in after. My shift's starting now anyway, but I'll read it on my break. You know what? I'll message you privately, Azrael. You heard it. One time is enough for them. Good idea, Noah. Later, guys. Bye. See you. Okay, Sarah's offline. Cedric's offline. Let's head over to Noah. Okay, things are quiet now. Ina's sorting the canned food. She's really happy. She's got a lot longer hair than what she does in this picture, but I mean, I guess it's not. I guess it is about long there. Just didn't look like it from far away. Give her my love. I'm really happy for you. Stay careful, though, okay? Don't worry. We're careful. But today we get to be happy. Not just because of the cans, but because of you two. That you're finally with us. I'd have 1,000 more questions for you, but let's get yours out of the way first. All right, everyone. So I had to start over because my computer crashed in the middle of me recording this, and luckily I had paused the recording really quick, had stopped it, started to record again, coming back into this, and that's when it crashed. Luckily, I didn't lose everything, but I lost up to the point where we just were, and so I'm going to go ahead and read through what I lost. I won't add the extra commentary that I had put in there, but we'll go ahead and read through. So I think we got through all of his stuff here. So I picked, feel free to ask if there's anything you want to get off your chest. He said, okay, one thing that's bugging me, you said you've got nothing to do with the research. Can you think of anything else? Why, of all people, you could be so important? Anything that sets you apart from others? He picked, I can order pizza while under pressure. Doesn't that count? I don't think that saves humanity. But anyway, we still have enough time to figure that out. Let's talk about the creatures first. Like I said, the virus changed people. They became something else. We know 4 main types, and there are 2 more. I've seen one myself. The others I've only heard about. Whether there are any more, nobody knows. Wait, does everyone who gets infected turn into a creature? Good question. Most of them just die. The virus is brutal. Anyone with a weak immune system doesn't survive. Everyone else turns into one of those. But if the virus is so deadly, how come you're still alive? Ina and I are practically immune. We can breathe the contaminated air without getting infected. Why? We don't know. Genetics maybe, or just luck. But with a bite or blood contact, not so much there. Then you've had one hell of a lot of luck so far. Oh yeah, every day anew. But we're not the only ones with this. The skulls. They found each other, joined together. Their immunity made them hunters instead of prey. We had the same choice, stay human or become a predator. The skulls have everything, food, drink, safe hideouts, because they take it from others. Even if that meant we had to go hungry. Did you ever regret it? Honestly, on really bad days, yeah. But then I look at Ina and know it was right. Sorry, I'm jumping around. Let's stick with the creatures for now. So, anyone who gets infected and belongs to the unlucky ones who don't die from it turns into one of those creatures in no time. We haven't been able to figure out what determines it, which person becomes which creature. Seems completely random. No pattern, no logic. Maybe the mutation, maybe chance. We simply don't know. Okay, so what types are there? Where do I start? Start with the lemmings. They got their names for a reason. I named them after I found this. Okay, so we see the, the little lemmings game here. It seems to have been some kind of a game that you guys used to have. Yeah, it was about saving little lemmings that just stubbornly walk straight ahead. Exactly. They just walk stubbornly in one direction. Doesn't matter what's coming. Slow, wobbling, like drunks. Sound harmless, but they come in hordes. 50, 100, sometimes 200 of them. And the creepiest part, their eyes glow. A kind of white glow. That's how they find each other. That's how the horde grows. And once enough of them gather, the glow goes out, and the hunt begins. Last week, middle of the night, I was on watch at the lookout. Went down briefly to get Ina's blanket. She was cold. Gone maybe 5 minutes, and when I got back... Okay, so we have the picture here of the zombies. Not much of a glowing eye, like I said when I originally did this. 5 minutes, the whole clearing filled must have been 200. You don't hear them until they're right in front of you. That's exactly what makes them so dangerous. Quiet and in hordes, that's nasty. You said it. Most people underestimate them because they're slow. Big mistake. So much for the lemmings. Okay, so the lemmings are like your typical one, except for they don't make any noise. The runners are the complete opposite. They're fast, damn fast. They hunt you until they've got you. Thankfully, they're loud. You can hear them coming. That gives you a few seconds head start. So here we have our World War Z zombies. How fast are we talking about here? Trust me, you don't want to find out. And it gets better, or worse, depending. Number 3 is our Nightmare Collection, the Howlers. You already know a little about these. The Scream. 30 seconds and everything comes running. Okay, so that's... in the middle of this was when my computer had crashed, so now we are back up to speed. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. All right, so we have, I don't think I want to hear the rest. Okay, Noah, now the mimics. What's the deal with them? 30 seconds is never enough with Ina heavily pregnant. Yeah, I mean, she's not going to move as fast being pregnant. And, these are like the screamers and Back for Blood. We saw the picture of them. Let's go with, I'm going to say, 30 seconds is never enough with Ina heavily pregnant. No, not enough. That's why I can't make a mistake. Ever. Well. And then there's number 4. The mimics. Saving the best for last. I'm assuming these take on the shape of the person. The absolute final boss. They don't look like the other creatures. They look like completely normal people. Like survivors who need help. But they aren't. They're beasts. The worst of all? And you only notice when it's too late. Why don't they look like the others so you can't trust anyone out there? Yeah, I mean, you couldn't trust anyone. And you're not going to notice till it's too late. Yeah, I mean, you can't trust anyone out there. Exactly. Because you can't tell by looking. There has to be a tell, though. They cry for help. Beg, cry. Please, my child is hurt. I'm not infected. Please open up. Okay, well, that's your clue right there. And it sounds real. Every word, every tear, everything seems human. Okay, so those sound like the witches from Back for Blood, because the witches would cry and make you think that they're a survivor, somebody that needs help, and then when you moved in too close, the witch would attack you. Okay, like the virus, actually, I think those were in Left 4 Dead, not Back for Blood. Like the virus understood how humans tick, is there really no way to spot them in time? Trust is basically deadly then. Like, is there really no way? I mean, I would think if you got somebody begging you that badly, it might give you a pause. Yes, there is. There are 3 things you can spot by them. First, the eyes. Some have this milky film, but don't rely on it. Most of them look completely normal. Second, pain. They don't feel it. Not at all. I mean, I guess you could just go around hitting everybody. But by the time you find that out, you're standing right in front of them. And third, the most important one, they have no memories. Ask them what happened yesterday. Ask them where they're from. A human answers. A human says, nah, it was different. A mimic? They just say yes to everything. It wants one thing. So you open the door. Oh, okay, so we have a premium chat option, and this gets us more info. That's so messed up. They exploit our empathy. Did it ever happen to you, one standing in front of your door? How did you figure out the memory thing? I mean, that would be really easy then. You could play with that really easily. That was Ron before he, well, we heard someone in an old warehouse. A woman locked in a small room. Screamed, cried, please get me out of here. Ron asked who locked her in there. Please get me out of here. Asked how long she'd been in there. Please open the door. Always the same. I was going to say a person would probably answer and then say, please let me out. No answers, just pleading. Ron looked at me and then... Okay, so we've got a video. Okay, that was weird. I don't know if my phone had the issues or what. I'm going to try to watch that again. I think that's the video because it's not just doing that on my computer, it's doing that on my phone. So I think it's the video as well. Okay, the worst part, we were about to open the door. That is so freaking creepy. You were so lucky. And then what did you do? I mean, you were really lucky. Big time. Wait, I have to show you something. The worst video I ever recorded. Well, I hope it's better than the last one, man. Oh, man, a kid. You can't even trust kids. That's it? Freaking AI kid. Yeah, that's it. I was expecting the kid to do something, but... The virus uses our instincts, especially the instinct to protect children. Ina barely spoke for 2 days after. That's a mimic, looks like a normal kid. Honestly, I wouldn't have hesitated for a second. Oh god, that poor girl. I mean, it did. It looked like a normal kid. Like, she didn't have any of the stuff that he said. Although she's built slightly weird for what I'm assuming. She looks like she's supposed to be a toddler. But there's just something about the way her body is. It doesn't resemble toddler. Exactly. The virus spares no one, not even children. This was 3 years ago, middle of winter. Her face was dirty, no shoes, just stood there. Motionless. And then... Oh, now we get the video.
Mama?
That's it. Mama, where are you? Please, I'm scared. Again and again. I wanted to go out. Everything in me wanted to go out. Ina held me back. Said, look closer. How did she spot it? You didn't open the door, did you? Oh God, that must have been terribly hard on you. I didn't notice anything. Like, how did she spot it? I mean, other than her feet weren't blue. The feet. The girl stood barefoot in the snow. No shivering. Yeah, I did catch on with that with the no shoes. Like, I would think her feet would be pretty, like, just red and blue looking. Like frostbite. Stood completely still. No scared child stays that motionless. It called out for hours, exactly the same words, exactly the same tone, like a broken record. Then it left. Came back the next day. Exactly the same time. Exactly the same words. And somewhere out there, maybe there's a real child crying. Fuck Noah. I don't know what to say. What happened then with the girl? I mean, what happened to her? What'd you guys do? She just go away? On the third day, it didn't come back. I don't know what happened. Maybe moved on. Or maybe it worked on someone else. Azrael, I wrote down everything I've learned over the years. Every creature, every weakness, every rule. I'll send it to you. Can't hurt for you to know what we're dealing with. Okay, there's our premium chat option. Absolutely, I want to see it. Maybe later. Nah, I don't care, man. Maybe later. No, absolutely, I want to see it. Okay, so we're going to install it. Hopefully he doesn't give us a virus. Here you go. Should be under apps on your end now. Everything's in there. Take your time going through it. Ina and I were talking yesterday, by the way. Which creature scares us the most? She says howlers because they call all the others. I say mimics. What about you? Mimics, definitely. The howlers that scream, runners, just the thought of them. Honestly, all of them, lemmings included. I think the mimics would be the worst because you couldn't trust anyone. No one, especially if it does it with children too. You couldn't trust anybody. So the mimics too. Then we agree. You never know who to trust. Anyone out there could be one. That wears you down over time. That's the worst of it. Fear keeps you alive as long as it doesn't paralyze you. Hey, I've got to go soon. Ina wants to show me her can collection. But if there's anything else you want to know. Okay, Noah, honestly, do you think we can stop the virus? If we change something here, does it affect your time? Why are you contacting us in 2026 of all years? Look, if we change something here, is it going to affect your time? Like, how does he know we're even on the same timeline? I knew that question was coming. That's complicated. Short answer, no. Imagine time as a river. Every time someone intervenes in the past, the river branches. A new timeline is created. I live in timeline A, the broken version. You make it, you create timeline B. I stay where I am. But somewhere a world exists where none of this ever happened. Maybe a little boy named Noah is born there, who never has to learn what a howler is. The important thing is when the formula is fully researched and you can send it to me, I need to find a working lab here. Honestly, I don't know if I can produce it here, but I have to try. For Ina, for the baby. Okay, I really have to go now. Take care, Azrael. We'll talk again soon. And Azrael, again, thanks for helping us. That means more to me than you can imagine. You know what? I've got something else for you. You heard the tape from my mother. She also kept a diary. I've never shown it to anyone. But if anyone should read it, it's you. So you understand why we fight. I'll send it to you bit by bit. I'll come to you. It'll come to you piece by piece. See you soon. Okay, so that's probably what the hacking's going to lead to. Oh, Jonathan, hello. A timeline wiki. It's in German. Ab sofort steht die Timeline wiki unter abs zu. My German's so bad. I have not practiced my German in forever. Verführungen. Dort findest du alle Infos, die sich nach und nach im Story-Verlauf verstanden. Which isn't that to understand? I don't know. My German is so rusty. But before we get in touch with Jonathan, we're going to check out the apps really quick. Okay, so there we have archives and we have notes. We have the zombie decks. Let's check out notes really quick. Oh, okay, so we can write personal notes, theories, and discoveries. That's kind of neat. Oh, okay, so this is basically about what has gone on so far. So that's something I can read, in the next episode. Let's check out the archive. And I have a feeling with Jonathan reaching out to us, it did say something about him being a hacker. We're probably going to get our first mini games. Okay, so we have the creature database. Here you'll find everything known about the creatures of the future, behavior, weaknesses, and survival tips. Tip, you can start an interactive scenario for each creature and test your survival skills. Understood. Interesting. Okay, so here we have the lemmings, the runner, the howler, and the mimic. So this information can save lives. Memorize it. So lemmings are a medium threat. 1 is harmless, 10 is a problem, 100 is death. So the horde hunt. Okay, so they're slow, very common. They appear in hordes of 50 to 200 or more. Noise level is they're quiet. Eyes are glowing. Horde finding. So their eyes glow to find the horde. They're slow, staggering walk like drunks. They only see you when you're close. They seem to move aimlessly, but always in groups. Their eyes glow white, bioluminescent. That's how they summon other lemmings. Once the horde is big enough, the glow stops, and then they hunt. Important, they're extremely quiet. You only hear them when they're right in front of you. Watch shadows and movement at the edge of your vision. Behavior, alone, they are slow and uncoordinated, but they always come in hordes. 50, 100, sometimes 200 plus. If one sees you, all of them follow. They react strongly to noise. A single sound can draw an entire horde. Okay, so survival tips. Be quiet. Every sound can draw them. Sneak, don't run unless it's already too late. Find height, then climb. A roof, a tree, a car. Anything is better than flat ground. Wait, hordes pass through. Hide and wait. Can take hours, but better than dying. Glowing eyes equal lemming. Only they have that. Don't fight. You can kill 1, maybe 5, but not 50. Save your energy. Don't run unless you have a clear escape route. Running makes noise. Noise brings more. Okay, so Noah's notes. Most people die to lemmings, not because they're dangerous, but because people underestimate them. They're just slow zombies. Yeah, until you realize 200 of them are blocking your only exit, which that's from Noah in 2065. His other note is the glowing eyes are like a recognition mark. When you see that white glow, you know lemming. Slow, predictable, nothing else has glowing eyes. Remember that, Noah of 2060. Okay, so hold on. Let's okay, heads up, this is you. Let's try out that horde. It says run. Oh, tap them to stop them. Got it. Easter egg found. Horde survived. You escaped a horde of lemmings. Okay, we didn't see that coming. You saved the survivor. Okay. The runner. Okay, so you can't outrun them. You can't hide. They find you. They never give up. Okay, they're very fast. They're common. Their appearance, they're either alone and in small groups of 2 to 5. Noise level, they're loud, which is the advantage, and eyes do not glow. Upright, aggressive gait, fast, jerky head movements. They constantly scan their surroundings, more muscular than lemmings, often with visible veins. Important, runners do not have glowing eyes. That's how you tell them from lemmings. If the eyes don't glow and it moves fast, run. Advantage, you'll hear them coming. They're loud, growling, heavy breathing, stomping footsteps. Behavior, they hunt actively. Once they've seen you, they chase until they have you, or until they find something else, but don't count on that. Lethal alone, a group of 3 or more, don't run, hide, and pray. Okay, so for survival tips, hide before they see you. When you hear them, hide immediately. Don't stop to check who's coming. Use bottlenecks, doors, fences, windows, anything that slows them, buys you time. Check the eyes, no glow, equal runners react instantly. Distraction sometimes works. Throw something in opposite direction. Sometimes they follow the sound, sometimes they don't. Not in open ground. Open space equals death. You are not faster than them. No one is faster than them. Don't fight if it's more than 1. 1, maybe. 2, no. 3, forget it. Okay, so Noah's notes from personal experience. Runners were my biggest fear until I learned the most important thing. Don't let them see you. When you hear them, and you will hear them, you have a few seconds left. Use them. That was Noah 2065. Okay, remember this. Glowing eyes equal lemmings, equal slow, equal you have time. No glowing eyes equal runner, equal fast, equal you have no time. That's the most important difference. Memorize it. Noah in 2065. Okay, so tap. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know it was going to start right off the bat. No chance. God, he's going to get me. Woo! Woo! I got through that one. I got through it. Okay, Easter egg found. Runner escaped. You escaped a runner. I mean, that was definitely hard. Okay, that wasn't planned. You're way too fast at tapping. What do you do in your free time? Play piano, Morse code, live typing, serial killer, doc subtitles? Okay, and then we have the howler, which are the creepy looking ones. One scream, 30 seconds. Then they all come. That's how Ron died. Their speed is normal. They're rare, alone and hidden in hordes. Their danger is a scream, eyes dark, almost black. They look like lemmings, nearly identical. The only difference, slightly open mouth, as if they're constantly inhaling. Usually at the edge of the hordes, never in the center. The eyes show no obvious changes. Unlike lemmings, no glow, no discoloration. Problem, you only spot them when it's nearly too late. Among 100 lemmings, there can be 2 to 3 howlers. Yikes. A scream that summons every other creature within kilometers. After the scream, you have 30 seconds before they come from everywhere. Survival tips. Kill on sight. If you see a howler and you're close enough, kill immediately before it screams. Yep, definitely did that in Back for Blood with the screamers. Know your escape route. Before entering an area, know how to get out always. After the scream, run. You have 30 seconds. Don't fight, don't hide, run as far as you can. Don't hesitate. Every second counts. If you're debating whether it's a howler, it's already too late. Ron tried to stop one before it screamed. He was 2 seconds too slow. 2 seconds. Okay, personal experience with Noah. Ron died trying to stop a howler. He was 2 meters away when the scream came. I still hear it sometimes. If you see a howler and can't kill it instantly, run immediately. Not for it, for yourself. Noah in 2065. Okay, interactive simulation. Okay, so stealth mission. Paint bridges between the platforms to reach the exit. Don't enter the red zone. The howler must not spot you. Reach the green exit gate before time runs out. With the eraser, you can erase ink and paint anew. Okay, so that's... How do I paint a bridge? Okay, I'm confused. Don't enter the red zone. The howler must not spot you. Okay, so maybe I have to, like... Oh, okay, wait. I think I've got it. I have to do it, and then it'll start. So we want to go up over. Oh. Okay. Aha, I did it. I had to erase a little bit of that bridge, but we got it. Okay, so Easter egg found. Howler survived. You survived a Howler's scream. Okay, and then the mimic. Oh, and looks like there's at least 2 more species. Says this information could save your life. Written in long nights while Ina slept. Update whenever I learn something new or someone dies. Okay, so the mimic. They look like people. They sound like people. They aren't. Oh, so we got a memory test and we've got an encounter. Okay, the speed is their normal. They're like humans. They're rare. They're usually alone or targeted. Speech is the danger. Sometimes milky as what their eyes are. They look like normal humans. That's exactly what makes them so dangerous. Eyes, often milky colored, like fog, but not always. Some look almost normal. Pain, they don't feel it. Cutting, striking, burning, no reaction, but you need to be close to test that. Memories, they don't have any. Ask about the past. Ask where they're from. A human answers. A mimic agrees to everything. What they say, they can talk, not much, not complex, but enough. Help, please, help me. I'm not infected. Please open the door. My child is hurt. I have supplies. The worst part, it sounds real. The desperation, the fear, it all sounds human. Okay, so survival tips. Always do the memory test, no matter how real they sound, no matter how much they beg, test first. Keep doors closed. They can't open doors. That's your advantage. Child mimics exist too. The virus uses our instincts against us. Test children too. Don't react to pity. That's exactly what they want. Pity kills. Okay, so the memory test. The one test that always works from a distance, through doors, no matter how dark. Tell them you've met them before. Hey, we saw each other yesterday, right? A human says, no, we've never met. A mimic says, yes, that's right. They agree to everything. They won't. They just won't want you to open the door. Noah in 2065. Personal experience. 3 years ago, a child stood outside my window, a little girl. Mommy, where are you? For hours, same words, same tone, like a broken record. Ina held me back when I looked closer. Milky eyes, skin too pale. The child stood completely still. No frightened child stays that motionless. I still hear that call sometimes. That's the price of survival. Noah in 2065. Okay, so start scenario. Find the imposter among 5 survivors. 3 years ago, I was scared of spiders. No idea. The cat's alive. 9 lives, I guess. Still dream about margarita pizza. Tinder, bro. My phone's at 20%. Okay, that's... Oops. Okay, hold on. Got it. I hit the one that's not right. Okay, exactly. Before the virus, I was accountable. I used to be a vegan. Cat's alive. Took out lemmings with a frying pan. Could be. Yesterday, I took down a runner with a chair. My boss owes me a vacation. My brother still owes me $20. No idea. I dream about margarita pizzas. I forgot my own birthday last week. Ina says, I think, miss burritos. Yeah. Know what I miss? Wi-Fi. When it's all over, I sleep for 3 weeks. I used to get mad at her, but last night I dreamed about Excel. Exactly. Okay, so it was that. Yeah, I thought it was, because it kept saying, like, exactly and stuff like that. Could be. Okay, so we'll get rid of that one. Oh, we just had to do the one. Okay. Mimics exposed. You exposed a mimic. I was a little confused because that stuff was going by so fast. I was trying to read it to see what was similar. Okay, and then we have a encounter start scenario. Someone is knocking on the door. Please help me. I'm hurt. I'm not infected. Please open up. Memory test. Come in. The door's open. Wait. What did you do yesterday? Yes, right. Exactly. We saw each other yesterday, right? Yes, right. You were wearing a red shirt, right? Yes, exactly. Mimic detected. Milky eyes, no reaction to pain, agrees to everything, just wants you to open up. Well, that... Yeah. Am I supposed to do something, or is that just to remind you that that's what's going to happen? So mimic detected. Yeah, see, it says try again. It's like I failed it, which is weird. Because I didn't open the door. Let's see what happens if we open the door. Thank you, thank you. You opened the door. That was a stupid decision. Yeah, see, try again. It's like it failed me even when I did it. Yeah, so that one, I don't know if that one's bugged or if you can get something from that. But okay, so we have the timeline. We have technology. Okay, this is the Einstein telegraph, which we did already read about. Yeah, so supported data types, energy consumption, it's solar. The device can only send to one specific year. Noah's prototype was calibrated by the inventor to the year. This year cannot be changed. Okay, yeah, so I mean, we learned about that one. Okay, the grandfather paradox. Imagine Noah sends a message to the past to his great-great-grandfather when he was still a child. The message says, you must never have children. The great-great-grandfather complies. He has no children. That means Noah's great-great-grandfather is never born. Noah's father is never born, and Noah, he dissolves into thin air. Wait a second. If Noah never existed, then who sent the message? That's exactly the infinite loop. Noah sends the message, great-great-grandfather has no children. Noah doesn't exist. The message is never sent. Great-great-grandfather does have children. Noah is born. Noah sends the message. So Noah sends a message to the past. Noah sends a message. What happens? He must never have children. He's never born. But then who sent the message? Yeah, error detected. Noah cannot erase himself because then he would never have sent the message. Imagine time is not a single thread, but a river, a wide, wild torrent. Every time someone intervenes in the past, the river forks. New timelines created, the old one keeps going, no paradox. So technically, if it goes that way, we could never save Noah. We're just keeping our timeline from going to his timeline. Yeah, so timeline A, the world Noah grew up in, virus apocalypse, everything terrible. Timeline B, the world you are creating, hopefully less terrible. Noah doesn't dissolve into thin air when you change the past, he keeps existing just in a different timeline. The double Tuesday, you exist twice. Yes, technically speaking, you exist twice. Tuesday, you watch Netflix. Tuesday, you saved humanity. Both happened. Both are real, just not in the same universe. So what this means for Noah, Noah writes to you from timeline A, the broken version. If you manage to stop the virus, you create timeline B. Noah in timeline A stays where he is with Ina, with the creatures, with everything. And that maybe we can pass him on how to cure the virus and might be able to fix timeline A as well. But that's a big what if. But somewhere a world is born where none of this ever happened, and maybe a little boy named Noah will be born there who never has to learn what a howler is. Time is a river, and you decide where it flows. Okay, Noah's world. Noah and Ina, where the world ends, their story begins. Okay, so Noah's world, family and friends. Noah, Ina, and the baby. Noah and Ina live in the future in the year 2066, 35 years after the outbreak. They found each other, fell in love, and are expecting a child in the middle of a world full of creatures and death. Why they live. Noah and Ina are practically immune to the virus, just like the skulls. The contaminated air cannot harm them, but a bite or blood contact would be fatal. Noah's 35. He's born February 16th, 2031. Serious, grateful, desperate, but hopeful. Noah talks like someone who learned that long explanations cost time you don't have. Short sentences, no beating around the bush. He rarely shows emotion, but when he does, it hits hard. A dry wit flashes through sometimes, usually when Cedric says something dumb again. What really drives him? Ina and the baby. Everything he does for the two of them. Noah was born in the middle of the apocalypse. His mother survived the outbreak, but died of blood poisoning when he was 7 years old. For years, he was on his own. How does a 7-year-old survive like that by themselves? Okay, Ina is 33 years old, born after the outbreak, pregnant 8 months. Tough, doesn't take no for an answer, but full of hope. Ina's a fighter. She doesn't know the meaning of giving up, no matter how hopeless things seem. She says what she thinks directly without sugarcoating it. The old world fascinates her, and she often asks what it used to be like. Despite everything she has been through, she stayed optimistic. In a way Noah sometimes doesn't understand. But one thing stands above everything. Her baby. She would do anything for it. What Ina doesn't know. Ina was born after the apocalypse. She only knows the old world from stories. So cinema, fresh bread, doctors, hot showers, zoo animals. What is it like to live in a time where you don't fight to survive every day? Can you just go outside without fear? Okay, fun fact, want to know who lends Ina her voice and make sure she emotionally wrecks you in every voice message. Discover here on Instagram. Okay, so they actually have a voice actress for Ina. I'm glad to hear that. I won't click on it though. Okay, so how they met, we know their story. The baby, 8 months, healthy, a child in the world, madness, or the greatest hope there is. I mean, as far as I know, it's healthy. Have they used any machines? Okay, what it means: hope, new life in a dying world, risk, a birth without a hospital, without doctors, motivation, the reason they risk everything. I mean, this is the same thing that kind of happened in The Walking Dead when Lori was pregnant. Their relationship: Noah is the protector, plans every step, always cautious, doesn't talk much, expects the worst. Ina, the fighter, acts immediately fearless, says everything out loud, believes in the good. They complement each other. He holds her back when she takes too many risks. She gives him hope when he wants to give up. Okay, then we had Ron, Noah's best friend, 2064. A howler had spotted them. Ron knew if the howler screams, hundreds will come. Ron tried to stop it before it could scream. He didn't make it. Ron died so Noah could escape. Ron was also immune, like everyone who has survived this long, but that didn't help against a howler. Okay, Ron was my best friend. He died so I could escape. That's why this matters so much for everyone who died like Ron. Okay, Noah's hope. What happens when the formula is fully researched? Can Noah actually produce an antidote in this destroyed world? An antidote needs more than a formula: lab, chemicals, power, and none of that exists anymore. When the formula is complete and Noah can receive it, he needs to find a working lab. There must still be one somewhere, maybe in an old military base or the ruins of a hospital. Okay, and the creature's not dead, overwritten. The creatures are not corpses. The viruses hijack their brains, controlling them like a puppet, but the humans underneath, they may still be in there. The antidote can neutralize the virus in their bodies. No virus equals no signal controlling them. But not for all of them. The stronger the mutation, the lower the chance. It says Deceiver, very good chances, barely mutate. Wait, that's the Mimic. Oh, so they called it a Deceiver and a Mimic. You got the Lemmings. So the Deceivers and the Lemmings are a good chance to come back, but the Howlers, they're not sure on. It's about a 50-50, and the Runners, probably not. The formula can be aerosolized, meaning it can spread widely via water, wind, or rain. The antidote neutralizes the virus in the air and the water and then the creatures simultaneously. For survivors, it acts as a vaccine. For some creatures, it could be salvation. Imagine somewhere a lemming wakes up confused, frightened, but human, and remembers nothing at all. Can Noah really pull it off? He doesn't know, but giving up is not an option. I don't know if I can do it, but giving up is not an option, not as long as Ina and the baby are counting on me. Okay, so then we have the timeline from 2031 when Noah was born to 2066. The baby's coming soon, and hope lives. Okay, that's kind of interesting. All right, so let's go back. Wait, Zombie Index. Zombie Index is its own collectible card game, completely separate from the main story. You could easily lose hours collecting zombies, battling, and leveling up. But hey, we recommend checking out the story first. It's pretty good too, promise. If you're a born collector, go right ahead, though. Okay, well, we'll check that out later. Let's go ahead and let's see what Jonathan has to say. We also got a new email, Diary from the Past. Okay, hey, Jonathan here, in case you forgot, the one with the rolly eyes. Grumpy Cat, how could I forget? Hey, Jonathan. Well, this is a surprise. Hey, Jonathan. Why can't they make the brooding guy the love interest? Got a minute? Won't take long. For you, I have tons of minutes. Sure, I've got time. For you, always. Depends what for. Can't be worse than Noah's lecture. Look, for you, always. Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Oh. I wanted to apologize for earlier. Well, that was fast. That bit with hope we can actually trust her. Not my finest moment. No big deal. I didn't take it personally. Water under the bridge. Sam said you've got a good side. Does that mean you like me now? Yeah, that was pretty shitty of you. I mean, does that mean you like me now? like. Whoa, easy there. I didn't say that. Let's just say I'm still cautious, but less than at the start. Try to understand me. We know basically nothing about you. Where you're from, what you do. Look, I get it. We got a premium chat option. So, Jonathan, please, you guys wanted something from me, not the other way around. Funny, I know just as little about you. If you ask nicely, maybe I'll tell you. Wink, wink. Ask nicely. Not really my thing. In case you hadn't noticed, okay, I'll try. I knew I would wear you down, Jonathan. Would you tell me a bit about you? Please. Man, you must be bad at the dating game. I'm never doing that again. See, you can do it. I think that was the nicest thing you've ever said. Okay, it worked. What do you want to know? Really? Okay. Um, why are you going along with this? You could have just blocked me. Honestly, no idea. Curiosity, because Sam convinced me, because of your motivating words and your trust. Ha ha. Very funny. But seriously, why are you, of all people, in that photo? On a formula page that's supposedly going to save the world. That's weird, right? You know what's weird? I get it even less than you do, Jonathan. What exactly do you want me to say, Jonathan? Look, I get it even less than you do. I can't tell you. I know. But the others don't even question it. Zero skepticism, zero doubt. Doesn't make it easier. Cedric trusts quickly. Sam, too. He's already head over heels. I just do the eyeballs. What? Did I say too much? No idea what you did. He's usually as chill as I am suspicious. And now he's stammering like a first grader. Sierra gives everyone a chance anyway. And Yannick, he takes it all easy. But me, I think before I trust. Look, I mean, I get it. Wait. Head over heels? That's fair. Someone has to be skeptic. So, what do you think about me now? Look, I like Sam. But I don't know, he's not my favorite love interest. I feel like it's too early in the game with that. So I'm not going to bring up the head over heels. I'm going to say, so what do you think about me now? Because honestly, I like Jonathan, although I'm positive he's probably not a romance because he was also listed as complicated. But, you know, I would rather know about that than Sam. That I want to watch, see if you really are how you come across, or if there's something else going on. Then observe. What would I have to do to earn your trust? I've got nothing to hide. Look, then you can watch me all you want. Will do. No worries. Listen, I'm not trying to accuse you of anything. Really not. But after everything that's going to happen, you know, with Sam, with the formula, with the lab that burned down, you just can't trust everyone anymore. Oh, right, then I don't trust you guys either, and I'm out. Ciao. The lab burns down. You don't even mention that. Or you didn't even mention that. Sounds like I'm not the only problem. Look, the lab burns down. That was not mentioned to me. Yeah, he did. Or, hold on. Maybe he hasn't told you that part yet. I don't remember a lab burning down. I just remember Sam going missing. End of 2030, the lab goes up in flames. The formula disappears. I mean, now he said the formula disappeared. Well, almost the whole formula. Anyway, I just wanted you to know I'm not your enemy, Azrael. I'm just cautious. I get it. I get it, boo. Okay, probably smart of you. Yeah, I noticed. Okay, look, it's probably very smart of you. I get it. I probably would be too. Yeah, it is. Especially with all this madness. Okay. That was pretty much it. Thanks for listening. Most people would have blocked me by now. The thought briefly crossed my mind. You won't get rid of me that easily. It's not too late. Look, you're not getting rid of me that easily. I don't care if they don't let you be my love interest. I figured. Oh, and Azrael, why does he use the rolly eyes all the time? Yes, Jonathan. Something else? I'm all ears. Look, I'm all ears. Nothing bad. I just wanted to say, you want to proclaim your undying love to me, I know. Whatever, never mind. I knew it. You wanted to proclaim your undying love for me, Jonathan. It's okay. Everybody loves Az. There's enough Faz to go around. Too late, spit it out. What's up? Okay, already forgotten. Bye. Look, what's up? I'm actually surprised that wasn't a premium chat option. Nothing wild. But don't tell the others. Otherwise, my lips are sealed. Sure, stays between us, or what? Look, my lips are sealed. Good. So, I actually think it's cool that you're playing along with all this madness. You're here, you're listening. That's more than I expected. I'll give you credit for that. And wait, I've got something for you. Ooh. So you don't forget me. Oh, is it a picture? Oh God, are you going to draw something? If you give me the middle finger, I swear, it's going to be a rolly eye face, isn't it? Oh, no. It's Grumpy Cat. I mean, that's adorable. And if he's not a love interest, that is bull, because he should be. Draw me a picture like that. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to become an artist. But Cedric said I'm like Grumpy Cat. So here you go. That's the most beautiful, ugly thing I've ever seen. If you keep this up, I might actually like you. Grumpy Cat drawing for me? Oh my gosh, it's just for me. With your little sad face. I don't draw for anyone. And before this gets cheesy, show me you can do better. Not after this masterpiece, I won't humiliate you. A challenge accepted, boo. We are premium chat optioning this. Okay, here we go. Oh God, he's watching. Look, I'm not an artist, okay? I really wish I was, but I'm not. So y'all can, laugh and stuff. Don't leave me comments down below and be like, Az, you suck at drawing. Because I'll be like, yeah, I know. I give him blue eyes. Grumpy blue eyes. Oh, he looks a little... Where's an eraser? Is there an eraser? Oh, is there not an... Oh, undo. There we go. So see, he looks a little... Nope, that's not what I want to do. I think it looks... I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It doesn't look grumpy. Let's fix that. Hold on. Let me do the little line. Do frown. There we go. Frown. Yeah, I think he looks pretty grumpy. I think that looks like a grumpy cat. I can't draw, like I said. Um, but here, Jonathan, this is for you and me. This is just you and me. You know, we're over here. This is you. This is me. And we just got a little heart there. Little heart there for you, Jonathan. Little heart for my grumpy puss. There you go. There you go. What do you think, Jonathan? Let's see. I'm all done. Oh, he loves it so much he had to erase what he was originally saying. Oh man, if you say it's worse than yours, you're in trouble. And you guys made fun of me. I'll send that to the group later. Oh, you're going to send them our love. I know. They're going to love it. Let's see what the others say. That was on purpose. Abstract art. Hey, I put in effort. Do that and the grumpy cat goes viral. Ooh, I could threaten him. I don't want to threaten him though. Look, I put in the effort. Like I made us. How dare you? That makes it almost worse. But I respect the attempt. Okay, enough painting for today. Oh, forgot. Cedric said I should show my human side. So, do I get a picture? Oh, I do. I get a voice thing.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, a really nice guy. Are you happy now?
I mean, that edited off really bad there. Oh, we get a premium chat option. Yes, very satisfied. Encore, was that your first smile? I need that as a gift for bad days. Oh, hold on. I've got this app. Oh my god, is he really? It turns videos into GIFs. Oh, 1 sec. I knew Jonathan secretly loved me. I knew it. There we go. I love it. I love it. You know, the worst part is my daughter has discovered that on her phone, and she will be sitting in the room with me, and she's like, flailing about wildly. I'm like, what is this child doing? And then the next thing I know, my phone pings, and I'm getting one of those. React. Heart. Love it. Don't overdo it. Here you go. You're welcome. Okay, someone's trying to earn bonus points. My new favorite GIF. Respect, didn't expect that. Look, someone's trying to earn bonus points. He does have a nice smile. Keep dreaming, but hey. Welcome to the team. Or whatever. Thanks, Grumpy Cat. Glad to hear it, Jonathan. Or whatever. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do Grumpy Cat or Glad to hear it, Jonathan. With the smiley. I'm going to go with his name. Let's go with his name. It's a little more personal. How rude. He probably would have flicked me off with the Grumpy Cat, too. Shit, wait. Would you send the wrong one? He's so used to sending that. Oh, whatever. I'll go live up to my reputation now. See you later. Later. Oops, weird. I meant to wave. Looking forward to it. See you later, Jonathan. See you. Jonathan is offline. Uh-oh, we got a unknown here. There's a truth no one knows. Security warning. Caution, the sender could be verified. No valid phone number identified. Possible scam attempt. Understood. Not Noah, not Sam, none of them. But you could help me find it. Okay, profile unavailable. Temporary signature corrupted. Data cannot be synchronized from the future. Okay, so this is somebody else from the future. We got nope, no pictures. Okay, great. Just how I pictured my Wednesday. Okay, and what year are you writing from? How do you know about Noah and Sam? Who the hell are you? Look, how do you know Noah and Sam? I have access to technology that doesn't exist yet. You don't need to know more. Not yet. Wouldn't that be wild if that was us? I know. First Noah with his messages from the future, now me. Before that, your life was still normal. Yeah, and you're not exactly making it better. Static, nice name. Okay, I just saw that. Oh, they just changed their profile picture too. Come up with yourself. Could you stop being so cryptic? Get to the point. What do you want? Okay, so we still can't look at it even though they changed it. Look, could you stop being so cryptic? I'll try. But we can't do this completely without mystery. Listen up. I'm not here to give you more riddles. I'm here to help you solve one. What if the formula wasn't stolen by a stranger, but by a friend? I thought that too. I thought maybe we stole it. Could be why we came into Sam's life later on. That's a heavy accusation. Who are you talking about, friend? Which friend? Look, that's a heavy accusation. Heavy? Sometimes reality is tough. The formula was almost done. Only the 5 had access to the lab. And yet everything disappears overnight. The formula wasn't stolen from outside. One of the 5 angels is behind it. Sam, Cedric, Sierra, Jonathan, Yannick. One of them is playing a part in this. What if it was Sam? Like, maybe that's why he went missing, because he also stole the formula. I kind of thought that early on. But it's still early yet. Okay, who is it? How do you know that? One of them, sorry, but I'm not buying it. Look, how do you know that? Because the traces don't lie. Even if people do. It's funny, you got sophisticated material, but yet still did the misspelled people. The answers are there. We just have to look. There's just one thing that complicates this whole mess. The betrayal hasn't happened yet. Right now, that person might still be completely innocent. Might not even know yet what they'll do. And that's where you come in. You know the story. You know the suspects. Just not the ending. You have to find the culprit. Like a crime novel. All the clues are there, but who did it? Sure, I'll just solve a whodunit between people I barely know. How do I know I can trust you? First zombies, now playing detective. What's next? What do you mean all the clues are there? Look, how do I know I can trust you? I can't take your doubt away. Not yet. But the only one who can give you I'm the only one who can give you answers. I have access to chat logs from the 5 angels. From the future. But I can't control which ones I receive. They're random fragments. Like puzzle pieces that come to me. Some of them might be unimportant. Others could change everything. Okay, wait, I'm supposed to read the private chats of the others from the future? Random chats from the future. How is that supposed to work? My bullshit detector is going off pretty hard right now. Wait, I'm supposed to read the private chats of the others from the future? I know how this sounds, but yes. Real conversations, real messages, between people you know. Okay, I mean, we did that in Duskwood and Moonvale all the time. Just from the future. Okay, what exactly do I have to do? This feels wrong, snooping in other people's chats. Why don't you do it yourself? Yeah, why don't you do it yourself? Why do I have to solve this? Why do I have to do everything? Because I'm too close to it. I can't see the forest for the trees. You barely know them. No prejudices, no friendships, clouding your judgment. Your job, read, analyze, spot mistakes. You read the chats and watch for anything that doesn't fit. Who knows too much? Who's acting weird? Who's lying? Someone's going to slip up. You'll recognize it when you see it. And what if I suspect the wrong person? If the others find out, they'll never trust me again. Okay, enough talking. Show me what you've got. Look, if they find out, they're not going to trust me. That's exactly why secrecy matters. The others can't know I exist until we have clarity. Not a word about me to anyone. And before you ask, I can't tell you who I am yet either. Not because I don't want to. Yeah, sure. But because it could ruin everything. I'm telling you, this is us. I think this is us, and I think it's because we're going to get the hacking system, and we've had it, and the future us cannot tell the difference between who's the suspect and who's not. And I think that's what it's going to be. That's my guess right now. Right now, I think Static is us. Okay, why all the secrecy, not even with Sam or Noah? Sounds like you're in danger yourself. Look, why all the secrecy? Because the traitor can't know we're onto them. If they find out, they'll get more careful. And then we'll never find them. That's why I'm asking. Can you keep this to yourself? Promise, deal, but I won't. But I want to know who you are eventually. I don't promise things I can't keep. Okay, if this blows up, I'm saying you forced me. Look, it's a deal, but I want to know who you are eventually. Deal. When we find the traitor, you'll know everything. But until then, I stay anonymous. Okay, one more thing. The chats arrive encrypted. Without the right tool, you'll just see garbage data. I'll send you a decryption app I've been working on. It's called Netrunner. With it, you can crack the encrypted signals. Now, this could also be Jonathan, now that it's coming out that Static has a decryption act that they've been working on. Because if I remember right, let's go back real quick to Jonathan. If I remember right, yeah, tutorial, bypassing firewalls, deleted. So it's obvious Jonathan here has something with hacking, because that's also an interest of his as well. I do love that he's sarcastic. I think that's why I like him so much. I like him better than Sam. So it could be Static is actually Jonathan. Okay, Netrunner sounds like hacker stuff. Okay, send it over. And the premium chat option is, my mom always said not to accept files from strangers. A stranger, I know more about you than you think. Like everything you Googled last week. Now, this could be us. Okay, that was a lie. But you got a bit nervous, didn't you? Saw my life flash before my eyes for a second. Haha, very funny. Okay, I'll admit that was good. Look, I'll admit that was a good one. Because you wouldn't know that if you were me. I've got plenty more, but back to the app. Let me show you something. This was my first attempt at cracking the signals. Memorize sequences and type them back. It worked, but it was, well, Netrunner prototype V01, sequence decoder sandbox mode. Feel free to play around. Nothing can go wrong. This is just a prototype. Okay, don't panic. That's just a prototype. You can't break anything in it. Remember which fields light up and tap them in the same order. Understood. 2 fields will light up in the sequence. Watch carefully and tap them in the same order. Okay, that's easy. Oh, now I forgot. Oh, dang it. Oh, so you don't even get a second chance when you screw up. I can do that. I'm going to do it again. I don't know how I messed that up. I usually have a way that I do these to remember, and I just blanked. Haha, got that one. Not bad for a prototype, right? The real breach will be more elegant. Dude, I would rather have that as a mini game. Okay, cracked all 4 rounds, just saying. I failed miserably. You're seriously not telling me you can decrypt messages from the future with that? Look, I cracked all 4 rounds, just saying. I just needed one more chance. Showing off noted. But that was just the warm-up round. The real thing looks different. I'll send you the install file. After that, you'll find the app under apps. Whenever I intercept a new fragment, it jumped on me. Whenever I intercept a new fragment, it lands there. All you have to do is decrypt it. Okay, so let's go ahead and install. This has been very long to get to these mini games. Very long episode. Your first signal is waiting. Thanks. I know this is a lot to ask from someone you don't know, but you can do this. See what you find. Watson. Okay, we got a premium chat option. Okay, so Watson, I feel more like Alice in Wonderland right now. No clue what I've signed up for. Off I go to save the world or something. Watson, come up with something better. Not your thing? I mean, I'm more like Sherlock, but okay. What should I call you? Oh, interesting. You know what you should call me? You should call me Queen Az, because I'm just saying. Queen Az. I immediately regretted asking. Nah, you're Watson. You can't do that. End of discussion. Oh, this is definitely Jonathan. Good luck with your first case. You still said it at least once. Okay, signal detected, open Netrunner and apps. Okay, so before we end, what's this? We got there we go, WebFox, that's it. We did get an email, so I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. So it says, this is the first diary entry, day 14 after the outbreak. She wrote almost every day until she couldn't anymore. I'll send you the others bit by bit. Okay, so open diary, I'm still shaking. All right, so day 14 after the catastrophe. Dear diary, how could this happen so fast? In just 2 weeks, everything has collapsed. Nothing like this has ever happened in all of human history. Dad and I sealed every door and window gap with tape today. Is that enough? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. On the radio, just static now. On TV, just silent test patterns. The internet has been dead for days, and today the mobile network finally gave out. Not that it made a difference. The network was so overloaded that even emergency calls couldn't get through. The supermarkets nearby have been completely looted. Our supplies might last another week or two. Maybe. There's no gasoline anymore. Leave on foot? We haven't seen another soul in days. How long would we survive out there? The fact that we still have electricity is a miracle, but it can't last much longer. I try not to think about what happens if the virus reaches our bodies. Those infected. They're not human anymore. Not what they once were. Last night, one of them tried to break into the house. He scratched at the door with his nails. At the windows. For hours. The sounds he made. That was no human voice anymore. We didn't move. Barely breathed. Eventually, he moved on. But I'm still shaking. Dad has been staring at the revolver for days. He doesn't say anything anymore. But I see it in his eyes. He wants to end our suffering before the virus takes us. My life? Not important. I'd be ready. But Noah? My unborn child, I can't drag him into death with me. He has a right to see this world, even if it's as broken world as this. His birth is imminent. I have to hold on. Marie. Dang. That would definitely be a hard decision to make. You know, I don't know if I would be able to make it. Okay, signal detected, encrypted transmission. A message from the future has been intercepted. To decrypt it, you must break through the security protocols. Okay, so we have to get 6 stars. Every level brings you closer to the truth. Start hack. Okay, everyone, we are going to go ahead and end it there. Hopefully you're enjoying timelines. It's started out really slow for me, for sure. But, you know, as I've said before, I know there were a lot of people who didn't like Crimson Shore because of how slow it was. But, you know, you also have to take into account that they're building up the story. They've got characters to introduce, plots to introduce, you know, things that all have to be introduced, you know, in this first, you know, episode that they have here. So they tend to be a little bit slower than others, but I'm definitely enjoying it. And that was very, very long before we even got to the hacking minigames, which is, you know, a lot different than what it used to be. Sometimes we would get into the hacking minigames, like, you know, very quickly. And, but that was definitely a long chapter there. So, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a comment down below letting me know what you think so far. You know, I've heard a lot of people kind of complaining about the new game system. I heard it's kind of like Tetris. So I'm looking forward to get into that because I love Tetris. So if that's what it's like, I should be able to get through these with no problem, hopefully. I mean, you know, mini games are the bane of my existence. And if you made it this far and they're the bane of your existence too, hit that like button, please. Helps get my videos around YouTube, and, you know, we're all in solidarity together with the mini games. But like I said, leave me a comment down below. Please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.